Apple's folding phone reportedly has no Face ID at all. And that's not even the most surprising thing about the 7 products leaking out of Apple's September event. This isn't just casual speculation. Leaked internal manufacturing memos are reportedly circulating, and multiple independent tech reporters claim to have verified pieces of them, which is a much stronger signal than a typical rumor floating around online. Here's the setup. Apple is reportedly launching 7 major products at once this September, with prices reaching as high as $2,000. And there's one specific reason behind the rush: a chip bottleneck. Apple is reportedly moving from its current 3nm chip process to a brand new 2nm process for its next Pro chip. And 2nm manufacturing is notoriously expensive and difficult to produce at scale. Because of that, leaks suggest the base iPhone 18 is being delayed entirely, pushed to spring of 2027, which leaves this September event exclusively for the expensive Pro lineup and the new foldable. Let's start with the chip itself. The new A20 Pro reportedly brings a 15% increase in processing speed, alongside a 30% cut in power consumption, thanks to a new transistor design. That efficiency gain reportedly allows Apple to pack 12 GB of high-speed RAM closer to the processor than ever before, which is exactly what lets on-device AI run continuously in the background without overheating the phone or draining the battery in a few hours. Then there's what might be the biggest hardware leap in the whole lineup: the camera. For the last decade, Apple has relied almost entirely on software tricks to fake a shallow depth of field. According to leaks, the iPhone 18 Pro Max changes that completely with an actual mechanical aperture, real physical blades inside the lens that can open all the way to f/1.4 for a natural, optically blurred background, or close down to f/2.8 for sharp, edge-to-edge landscape shots. That's a real shift from digital approximation to genuine optical control, something mobile photographers and filmmakers have wanted for years. Next is the iPhone Ultra, Apple's first folding phone. Leaks describe a device just 4.5 millimeters thick when unfolded, with a massive 7.8-inch inner display. To hit that thinness, Apple reportedly had to remove the Face ID system entirely, going back to a Touch ID fingerprint sensor built directly into the power button. The hinge itself is reportedly built from a liquid metal alloy stronger than titanium, engineered specifically to eliminate the visible screen crease that's plagued every other foldable phone on the market. That foldable also reportedly drops Qualcomm's modem in favor of Apple's own second-generation in-house chip, which according to leaks adds direct satellite connectivity and significantly cuts down on battery drain while the phone sits idle in your pocket. It's paired with a 5,800 mAh battery, split evenly across both halves of the folding frame, supposedly enough to survive a full day of heavy dual-screen use. The rest of the lineup is far more modest, at least according to current leaks. The Apple Watch Series 12 and Ultra 4 reportedly get only minor internal redesigns, mostly just to fit a slightly larger battery into the same case. The Apple TV is reportedly getting an older A17 Pro chip rather than anything new, and the HomePod Mini gets a modest processing boost, both apparently just enough to stop choking on basic on-device Siri commands. And the base iPad reportedly ships with exactly 8 GB of RAM, which leaks suggest is the bare minimum needed to run Apple's AI features at all. Here's the real story underneath all of this, though. Leaks suggest the new 2nm chips cost nearly 50% more to manufacture, and reports indicate Apple is passing that cost straight to buyers, which is reportedly why the iPhone Ultra could land closer to $2,400 once you factor in decent storage. It's not hard to see the pattern. The Pro and Ultra devices get the most impressive new technology specifically because their high price tags can absorb the cost of Apple's early manufacturing struggles. Meanwhile, the Watch, the TV box, the HomePod, and the base iPad updates look a lot less like genuine innovation and more like Apple making sure even its cheapest devices can keep up with the AI software it's pushing across the entire lineup. So is all of this actually worth it? The mechanical camera and the foldables engineering are genuinely impressive. Real optical control that phones have never had before, and hinge engineering that's been a 5-year industry struggle for everyone else. But locking that behind a price approaching $2,400, while your smart speaker and TV get upgrades you're more or less forced to pay for through software requirements, is a tough pill to swallow. None of this is confirmed until Apple actually steps on stage, and leaks can always shift before launch. But if these reports hold up, This could end up being one of the most expensive and most ambitious product cycles Apple has ever run. Would you pay over $2,000 for a folding iPhone that doesn't even have Face ID? Or does that feel like a step backward dressed up as premium innovation? Let me know what you think in the comments.